Barbados, get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
Yes, indeed, and good morning to you all. Welcome to today. Today is Tuesday the 19th of May, 2026. And I'm Pearson Bowen, welcoming all of you to the start of a brand new day. We've been enjoying a beautiful weather, and so to God we say thank you, Father. And so to all of you, I wish you well today as well. So love God, love others as you love yourselves as well. If you're joining us on our streams on Facebook, YouTube, or our website, cbc.bb, a very special good morning to you as well. We hope you make the most of the time given you today. How will you spend your time? Think about it. What good can you do for someone else today? So thank you for joining us on our streams. Share the stream, bring others along to engage in what we do every single weekday, Monday to Friday from 6 in the morning. And again, I also encourage you, if you know of something you think we need to talk about, if you know of someone who has a story to tell, whether it's a Bajan or far or otherwise, then you tell us about it. And you can do so simply by sending us an email. The email address is right there. It's morninbarbados@cbc.bb, Mornin Barbados at cbc.bb, and we thank you for being partners in what we do. Now, don't forget, coming up on Sunday is Pentecost, and as we told you yesterday, there's the gathering at the Kensington Oval. There is also going to be the convention of the Methodist Church at St. Leonard's Church, so all Methodist churches will gather at St. Leonard's School for a convention on Sunday. And what else are you doing? We're launching Gospel Fest on Sunday as well, and Gospel Fest launch is going to be a part of that gathering at Kensington Oval. What is your plan for the weekend? I hope you make full use of the time and the opportunity given to you to celebrate the reason of Pentecost. And so we encourage you to get out to all of the activities, get into church, take the children, bring 2 or 3 or 4 with you. Let them engage in church, the assembling of selves together to sit for just a moment to hear the word from God. And so today we want to take a look at the reparations movement, the case made for reparations. Ambassador Kamishong is away on assignment, but he delivered last week the 18th Sarah Ann Gill Memorial Lecture, but he talked about reparations in that. We'll take a look at that in just a little while so that we remind you of why it's important, how the church, the Methodist Church in particular, played a role in advocating for reparations. Also today, the structure, the program, and the success of FM 4 Pillars Football Academy. They'll join us as we celebrate with them some recent achievements. They were significantly recognized by the Barbados Football Association recently. We'll talk to them in a bit. The Kiwanis Club Pride of Barbados, they're having and hosting an upcoming workshop just for educators, parents, and those who are interested in seeing their children develop. And so we'll give you some details when they join us in just a little while as well. Plus, get ready for a weekend of skating, the bliss of skating we'll talk about as the BIM Skate Festival gets going yet another time. We'll take a break right here. When we come back, we'll get started with our look at our conversations on CARICOM.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We the best music.
Are you ready to turn it all the way up? We make you feel good, your #1 party station. Non-stop hits and the latest trends in music, fashion, and everything lit. Hit us up on socials at 981 Barbados on IG and 98.1 The One on Facebook. This is your world, your playlist, your station. 98.1 The One.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book?
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We're 5 minutes after 6 o'clock now. As I told you at the beginning, Ambassador David Kamishong is abroad on assignment, but we want still to hear from him. And last week we've been telling you about the Sarah Ann Gale Memorial Lecture, which was held last Wednesday, as a matter of fact, at the Bethel Methodist Church on Bay Street, when he delivered the lecture looking at slavery through the eyes of John Wesley, the founder of Methodism. And in that lecture, he also talked about reparations in setting up the case leading into his conversation on the work of John Wesley. I want to share with you now that portion, lest we forget. Take a look.
This lecture is extremely timely. Why is this lecture so timely? Well, on the 25th of March, the government of Ghana went before the United Nations General Assembly with a resolution. The resolution was entitled Declaration of the Trafficking of Enslaved Africans and the Racialized Chattel Enslavement of Africans as the gravest crime against humanity. That resolution, and I'm proud to say that Barbados was a sponsor of that resolution. That resolution was debated in the UN General Assembly and it was passed. 123 nations voted in favor of that resolution. 3 nations voted against that resolution and 52 nations abstained. It is my duty to tell you that the 123 nations that voted in favor consisted of virtually all of the nations of the continent of Africa, virtually all of the nations of the Caribbean, almost all of the nations of Latin America and Asia. There was one exception from Latin America, that was Argentina. 123, basically the black and brown nations of the world. The 3 nations that voted against were the usual culprits: the United States of America, Israel, and Argentina. You know, I guess we expect that. But what was really worrying was the 52 nations that abstained. The United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, virtually all of the, not virtually, all of the European Union countries. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, the entire white world either rejected this notion of the enslavement of African people being the gravest crime against humanity, either rejected it or were not prepared to accept it. So that tells you, in terms of our reparation struggle, that we have a very big job ahead of us. We cannot win the reparation struggle unless we win a significant component of the hearts and minds and consciences of the people who inhabit the countries that owe us reparations. I mean, that's the reality. That's the reality. So we have, part of our reparation struggle is, yes, we have diplomatic tactics, we have legal strategies, but a big part of the campaign has to be to focus on winning the hearts and souls and consciences. You're not going to get everybody. You're not going to get the elite, the establishment people, but you have to be able to get the church people, the youth, the women, people of good conscience. And I will be arguing in this lecture that this forgotten book of John Wesley and the example of John Wesley way back in the 18th century can be a critical instrument in our battle to win the hearts and minds of the people, particularly of the United Kingdom, but of Western Europe in general. So that is why it is important that we focus upon, that is why we must unearth this effort that John Wesley made. We must unearth this document, this 30-page document that he produced back in 1774, not just for historical reasons, but to deploy it as a weapon, as an instrument in the ongoing struggle, the ongoing campaign for reparations. So let us sketch the scenario that led up to John Wesley writing and publishing thoughts upon slavery. And of course, we have to begin at the beginning, the transatlantic slave trade. I don't want to assume that everybody has all of the historical knowledge. A few years ago, I wrote an article entitled Exploding the Myth of African Responsibility for Slavery. And I dealt with, how did this slave trade begin? Well, I dealt with the Portuguese, but I also dealt with the British. And this is what I said in that article. The British trade started with the two voyages of Captain John Hawkins in 1562 and 1564. This is how these voyages were described in several publications, including the 1878 Hakluyt Society publication entitled The Hawkins Voyages. This is what they recorded. Hawkins sailed with 3 ships from England in 1562. In the river Sierra Leone, he captured at least 300 blacks, partly, as he said, by the sword and partly by other means. In 1564, Hawkins set out on a second voyage. The new expedition again made for the river Sierra Leone, and every day went on shore, quote, to take the inhabitants, burning and spoiling their towns, end of quote. So we can see that this so-called trade began with European criminals inflicting murder, mayhem, and terror on defenseless towns and villages along the west coast of Africa. And from those beginnings, they went on to create a whole industrialized system of enslaving, capturing and enslaving African people and bringing them across the Atlantic. That was the beginning. And from those beginnings, that system quickly mushroomed. It grew. And to get a sense of its growth and its importance, perhaps we could look at our own island of Barbados. Last year I produced this booklet. It's called What to the Republic of Barbados Does the 14th of May 1625 mean? 1625, 14th of May, was the date on which the British first landed in Barbados and started this whole colonial enterprise. But in that book, I make the point that that British expedition that arrived, the one that arrived in 1627 to start the settlement, arrived with 10 enslaved Africans. That was the beginning of slavery in Barbados. Having begun with a mere 10 enslaved Africans in 1627, by the mid-1640s, At the outset of sugar production in Barbados, the island housed some 5,600 of our enslaved African ancestors. By 1860, that number had risen to 38,000, and with an average of 1,300 arrivals a year, it reached 54,000 by the year 1700. So there was a rapid expansion, particularly when we went into sugar production. Perhaps the most famous and moving account of the arrival of our enslaved African ancestors in Barbados is the testimony that the ex-slaved turned abolitionist Oloda Equiano published in his book entitled The Interesting Narrative of the Life of Oloda Equiano. And he is very important. He was captured in the territory of what is now Nigeria, brought across the Atlantic in a slave ship to Bridgetown, Barbados. At last, we came in sight of the island of Barbados, and we soon anchored at Bridgetown. We were conducted immediately to the merchant's yard, where we were pent up all together like so many sheep in a fold. We were sold after their usual manner. On a signal given as the beat of a drum, the buyers rush at once into the yard where the slaves are confined and make a choice of that parcel they like best. In this manner, without scruple, our relations and friends separated, most of them never to see each other again. Oloda Equiano ultimately got his freedom, converted to Methodism, and published this very famous narrative, one of the famous anti-slavery narratives from a black abolitionist. In fact, you will learn that the very last book that John Wesley read on his deathbed in 1791 was Oloda Equiano's book, The Interesting Narrative of the Life of Oloda Equiano. And so, yes, so they came to Barbados, it exploded. And how were they treated in Barbados? Well, we have some testimony from those centuries. The French missionary, Father Labat, Pierre Labat, writing about Barbados in the 17th century, and this is what he said, I quote, "The English do not look after their slaves well. The overseers get every ounce of work out of them, beat them without mercy for the least fault, and appear to care less for the life of a Negro than for a horse. The Negroes are regarded more like the beasts to whom all license is permitted," end of quote. He further noted that if the enslaved African tried to resist, the planters' savagery knew no bounds, and I quote, "The slaves who are captured are sent to prison and condemned to be passed through a cane mill, or be burnt alive, or be put into iron cages that prevent any movement, and in which they are hung up to branches of trees and left to die of hunger and despair," end of quote. And finally, how did Britain and Europe profit from all of this human misery? Well, the British historian Tristram Hunt records in 10 cities that made an empire, and I quote, "Profits from the slave trade fertilized the entire production system of Great Britain. The Welsh slate industry, Manchester textile production, Glaswegian, Bristol, and Liverpool banking, shipbuilding, and heavy engineering were all endowed by foreign funds drawn from the plantation system. It was the capital accumulation from the West Indies trade that financed James Watts and the steam engine. That is Britain's Industrial Revolution. The Atlantic trade was the dynamo for British industrial development. It was not only investment in new technologies, but also vital infrastructure of ports, new docks, most notably in London and Liverpool, canals, harbors, and agricultural improvements which were made possible by the colonial tribute pouring in from the West Indies.
So no doubt the call for reparations. You have a greater understanding, I believe, in that contribution from Ambassador David Comishong at the lecture he delivered last week, Wednesday, at the Bethel Methodist Church. He later went on to talk a little bit more about the thoughts of John Wesley on the whole slave industry and the call for reparations. So it's quite a deep lecture indeed. It's available on YouTube. You can go watch it on the streams of the James Street Methodist Church Media Team. That's what the actual account is labeled as, James Street Methodist Church Media Team. And then you go into the lives and you'll find that lecture as delivered by His Excellency David Comishong. That's part of our conversations on CARICOM today. We'll take a break here. We're back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb, and together we will travel the world.
This is where Barbadian football lives. Every Monday from 8:03 p.m., step onto the touchline. A 30-minute show featuring the BFA Premier League. Join Anmar Goodrich Boyce and Damian Best as they review the action, the goals,
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We're 24 minutes after 6 o'clock now. One's success in life, one's success in whatever endeavor one engages in, successes are built on pillars. That is why the FM 4-Pillar Academy exists as it relates to football. And so joining me this morning is the man who has founded it, after whose name it is designed in himself, Fabian Messiah, who is the head coach of FM 4-Pillar. It's a mouthful, right?
Yes,
it's a mouthful, but it's a good mouthful. And you've brought along with you 3 of the young men who are in football who benefited from the coaching and the teaching that comes from the academy. Talk to me a little bit, by the way, Fabian. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
You've brought along Javier Marshall, Kamar Porter, and Ashawn Grisha. Right, gentlemen, good morning to you as well. The FM 4-Pillar Academy. What are those 4 pillars?
The 4 pillars of football. You have the physical, you have the technical, you have the psychological, and
dedication,
and dedication.
Right. So it's all of that discipline, dedication, determination, and the psychological.
Right.
All of that plays together in one development of the person, not just the game of football alone, is it?
Correct. In order to be successful, as you said, you need to be focused on different elements of the game. So, there's the physical, which is the body. There's the technical, which are the skills. There's the psychological as well, which is the mental part of the game. And those pillars help you to be a holistic person, not only in soccer, but in life.
Why did you choose to do this and set up those 4 pillars?
Well, soccer is all I know. Football, soccer is all I know. Played it from a kid all the way through. I can't remember a day not playing. Before I set up my own academy, I was attached to another successful academy in Barbados, Pro Chartered Soccer Academy. And there, I saw the benefits of helping young men to achieve their goals in life.
But you could have simply decided, you know what, I've gone past this game, I'm done with that. You decided instead to use from your experience what you know now to help other young men. Was it challenging setting up the academy in the first place?
Yeah, as you know, setting up any business is challenging. At the moment, the academy is still self-sufficient. The players will pay a small fee, and I will usually use my own funds to help the academy to go along. We have 6 coaches attached to the academy at the moment, and we range from under 9 all the way up to seniors.
How involved, I would just paint for me the programs that you do, the structure of the programs, so I get a sense of how much time is spent with the individual so that you see that change and that development that you're seeking to achieve.
Well, each age group, they train twice a week. The under 9s, at the moment, they train on Thursdays, along with the under 13s. The under 15s, they train on Friday evenings, and the under 17s are on Wednesdays. The seniors, they train on Monday evenings.
And so over time, you've seen the changes in the young boys as they come integrated into young men in just what you're doing in your 4-pillar academy. So how much do you spend time in classroom settings? Do you to spend time in not just coaching and kick the ball, that kind of thing, but spending time talking to the young boys?
Yeah, we do a lot of mentoring, a lot of workshops outside of the actual on-field play. As you correctly said, it's not only about on the field, but it's molding them into a holistic person. So a lot of the program is based on discipline, and discipline goes past the field. It's about getting to practice on time. It's about doing extra work on their own. They don't wait till when they get to training to learn to pass the ball correctly or learn to shoot the ball. So, and then outside of that, they have that responsibility of going to class. A lot of the young men are attached to the St. Leonard's Boys School. And so I'm a teacher there. So I'm able to keep an eye on them, and the others that are not attached to the school, they have to present their reports at the end of the term. So it goes way past football for me.
In other words, you still have to do your schoolwork.
You
still
have to.
Take your education seriously. That balance is absolutely critical. So how long has the academy now been in operation?
This is our 3rd year. Believe it or not, it's a very young academy. Luckily, we have been successful from the get-go. Within our 1st year, we traveled to Washington to participate in a tournament called the DC Cup. And we were successful in the under 17 division there.
Well, so what caused the success? What could you attribute that to?
Well, in my coaching career, I have been successful all the way through. Not sure if it's luck or if I have a particular recipe that works, but I do it out of love, to be honest. I treat the young men as persons and not just as footballers. I show them that they can achieve based on the talents that they have.
There was the inaugural Prime Minister's Football Cup. Yeah, you smile. You smile because you know where we're going with this one now. So talk to me a little bit about you being the coach of the winning team. And what did that moment mean to you?
At first it was unbelievable, you know. I've always been successful at the youth level, and to see the labor of my fruit come to fruition at UB, because those young men, they were winners all along coming through St. Leonard's Boys School as well. And so it took a number of them with me to the University of the West Indies, Blackbirds. And to see them achieve on the biggest stage that there is in Barbados, it was pleasing, to be honest.
It's important, I think, to a footballer, to anybody in the game of sport, in the game of life, to know that someone cares. And I think that helps to make them do better and better every time. And as a man who is already in education, you understand that contribution, that caring that is critical to every player in whatever aspect. So talk to me about that and how much does it pull from what you really have to get on with to be able to get the best out of the individual?
I think it comes naturally.
It comes naturally for you?
Yes, I came from humble beginnings. I was born and raised in the city. And so what I'm giving back now is what persons would have given me when I was that age, you know. And then story that, you know, is a little bittersweet, but when I was their age, 17, 18, getting ready, or hopefully someone would take me along to college. I traveled to the US, I did my SATs, and I was playing in a league over there called the Caribbean Cup. And I was scouted, you know, and it was just a matter of someone taking me to, I think at the time it was New Haven University, and there was no one available to take me.
Wow.
And that opportunity passed, you know. So for me, I tried to give what I knew I could have achieved, but didn't have the support for.
Understood. But support has, not just support, but success has been following you, because earlier this month, again, you're smiling because you know again where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Recognition came your way. And not just you as the individual, but your academy as well. Talk to me about that recognition that happened at the beginning of this month.
Well, we are the reigning under-15 and under-17 champions of the Barbados Football Association youth competition. And that's why I brought these young men along, because, you know, I'm here giving testimony to the academy, but there are so many other people that play a part in the success. You know, it can't be done without the players, it can't be done without the managers, the parents, the supporters. And as I said, we're just 3 years old, and to achieve the under-15 and the under-17 title in such a short time is unbelievable.
It is truly unbelievable. Actually, I'll use the word remarkable. And it's that remarkable that we want to celebrate this morning. We'll take a break right here. When we come back, we're talking to these three young men who have received special recognition coming out of that recent Youth Football Awards ceremony. Back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
This is where Barbadian football lives. Every Monday from 8:03 p.m., step onto the touchline. A 30-minute show featuring the BFA Premier League. Join Anmar Goodrich Boyce and Damien Best as they review the action. The goals, the grit, the glory, and the stories shaping the league. From kickoff to the final whistle, this is your front row seat to Monday Night Football. Touchline, bringing you closer to the BFA Premier League. See you on the touchline, live on TV8.
Touchline, sponsored by Dasani. Live first, Dasani after. And Powerade. Pause is power.
Preserve your personal priceless memories. Here at CBC, we transfer VHS, DVDs, Beta, U-matic, and DV cam tapes to modern digital formats. Safely, quickly, and affordably. Call CBC on 467-5437 to get started. In just 2 weeks, your memories will be ready to relive and share again.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
It's 25 minutes to 7 o'clock. We're spending time now with the man who has founded, who is the head coach of the FM 4 Pillars Academy. Those 4 pillars are tactical, technical, physical and psychological skills that he imparts in his group of young men from quite young to as old as they want to be, because he wants to see the success in them. And so as you look at your screen, you're seeing them celebrating a recent win, and so we want to continue celebrating by recognizing some of those outstanding players as well, as we're joined by the man who is the under-15 captain in Javier Marshall. Javier, good morning.
Morning, sir.
As captain, what is your role? Order everybody around?
And also to help support the team.
I noticed that you didn't deny that fact. Yes, you order everybody around, right? And help to support your team as well.
Yeah.
How happy are you with your team's performance?
I'm actually happy because we went into the tournament confident because we had a very good squad, and knowing that we only lost 1 game, it shows.
Only 1 game you lost,
Yeah.
but then you were recognized as well at the BFA Awards, right? So talk to me about what it meant to you to be, were you at the awards ceremony?
No.
You didn't get to go? Well, maybe next time around. But your team is comprised of talented young men in the under-15 division. And can you spot the talent, or are you so focused on what your role is and just making sure we win the game that you don't see individual talent?
Yeah, of course.
You can?
Yeah.
Really? So who are some of the talented people on your team?
I would say Azario Scout, Limar Murray, Nicolay Matt, and a lot of others.
And what are they really good at?
You know, their position, for instance, Nicolay Matt goalkeeping, Azario Scout scoring a lot of goals, and Limar Murray for defending.
You're a really good captain. You can see all of this. And so being a member of the FM 4 Pillars Academy, what does that mean to you, and how have they helped you to grow?
It helped me a lot because, of course, my dad picked me up when I was very young, and my had an opportunity to grow more as a player.
Mm-hmm. Why football? You could have done any other sport.
You know, I grew up watching Messi, and from there, just. Yeah.
So is your intention to be like Messi?
I don't think that I can be like him, but yeah.
What do you think you can be?
I just want to show that I can keep growing as a footballer, and hope that I can make an opportunity out of it.
And so what opportunities would you want to see come to you as a consequence of playing so well in football?
I'd like to get scout and go away and have a real chance of being at a professional level.
Don't forget what Mr. Messiah said, education, education, education still. So are you still focused on doing well in your schoolwork?
Yes, sir.
Good to hear, Javier. What about you, Kamal? You are the under-17 captain now, a little bit older group of people that you're dealing with. And, you know, at 17 years old, you're testing authority. So talk to me a little bit about how challenging or easy it is for you to be the under-17 captain.
The challenging part is getting the boys there on time, because the early morning process, you got to be calling to get boys there, and sometimes it be transportation and getting them there early and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the challenging part. But on the easy side, when they do come, we go out there and perform to the best of our ability.
What do you say to your team to keep them motivated and make sure that they follow the strategy that had been discussed?
Well, just tell them on the morning, let me go out there and do our best and come out successful in the end.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, that's what happened in the end of the tournament.
Do you guys, before you play, have to psych out to your other team to know a little bit more about them to design the strategy, or is the strategy designed regardless of what team you play?
The strategy is designed regardless. Like, we just go out there to execute the plan that Coach Messiah gave to us on the training session prior to the game,
mm-hmm.
and we go out there and execute what was planned.
What's football for you? Everything?
Life, yeah.
Life? Why do you say that?
Because, like, no football, no life. Like, for me, it's boring without football.
So when you're not playing football, you go home and watch football?
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Yes,
or you
please.
visit other places that play football? Is that the way you consume football?
Yes,
or
please.
Wow.
I would get home from football like the afternoon time and go outside and play more football with friends and what's not.
What's your role on the field apart from captain alone? What part do you play?
To be honest, everywhere. For me, there is no seated position. The only place that Coach said never put me to play was the goal bar.
Not the goal bar.
Yeah.
You're not the goalkeeper, but you could play anywhere.
Yes,
Yeah, you're competent enough to do so. And
Yes,
so,
please.
again, your life trajectory now. You're how old are you now?
17.
You're 17. Life is moving fast. What are your thoughts about your long-term plans for you, not just as a footballer alone, but your overall development?
For me, I just would like to be able to support my family without any hard life. So I would just like to be successful in life going forward with no problems.
How important is diet to your playing football?
Very important.
How
For
so?
me, I don't drink any sweet drinks or whatever, so
Yeah.
it's just like fruit drinks and stuff for me. So
And water?
Yes,
You
please.
use that word here, water. The people listening, you got it. School nutrition policies on.
Yes, please.
So water and fruit drinks. So you try to live as healthily as possible. Do you avoid those greasy foods and so forth as well, or?
For me, that's what it's supposed to do, but like the balance of it is hard. You know, you're seeing a lot of food. You want to try everything. Yeah.
Listen, your colleague in Ashawn is laughing at you because Ashawn, you have the same challenge.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you're young, but just remember, you're supposed to be moderate in those kinds of consumptions as well. What about you? Because you are also recognized as the most valuable player. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
And you are in the under 17 as well.
Yes, sir.
What was it that caused you to be adjudged the most valuable player?
Probably my skills.
At what? What are your skills?
At helping the team create all the chances.
Oh, that's it. You helped to create the chances, but you were not the one who scored.
Sometimes, but most of the time, as a playmaker.
You're the playmaker. And is that important to you? Because a lot of times people like the glory of knowing it was me who scored the goal. But you like to play the role of being the score maker, the goal maker.
Yes, sir.
You like that role. Why?
Because it brings happiness in my team.
It brings
to see my team happy.
How long have you been playing football now? For as long as you can remember. The number is not important. For as long as you can remember.
Yes,
do you play for Barbados as well?
Yes, sir.
Really? Which division? Under 17?
Under 17. That was in February. We got second in league.
In the league? Wow. And so I'm being told in my ear that your sister also plays football.
Yes, sir.
You all play against each other?
Sometimes.
And you win or she beats you? Be honest. The boys are listening. Be honest.
But we already play alone though because she don't really got the time.
She doesn't have the time. But you have the time indeed. And so your goals for life now, what do you want to be? Simply a footballer, or do you want to dabble into another profession as well?
Sometimes we thinking about being an electrician because I like being an electrician. But it's still like football.
That's okay.
Still got a passion for it.
And that is okay. You can have multiple passions and you can be great at all of them indeed, and that's okay. So I'm going to commend you on your continued efforts as well as most valuable player. What did you get for that recognition? Just recognition? A little trophy or something?
Yeah, I got 2 trophies.
2 trophies?
That's
well
it.
done. Well done, Ashawn. And so Fabian, here it is. You've groomed and the next future of Barbados football. You've also groomed some outstanding young men who have goals and they can see life a whole lot different and a lot clearer now, and they understand what it's about. This must make you feel so very proud of the contribution, not just that you've made, but the outcome for these young men.
To be honest, person, that's all it's about. I like to stand in the background and watch them get the recognition that they deserve. I've been doing this for as long as I can remember. I don't want to say how long because it makes me old.
I never started doing math.
Yes, it does. It makes me old, but it's all about the kids for me. I have poured my all into football for most of my life, and I'm going to continue doing it as long as I can, or as long as the Lord allows me to. I want every young man in Barbados that plays the sport to know that there's a way out. Well, recently We have the Theory Gales, the Nari Stevens, also young men that would have not come through my program at Four Pillars, but at St. Leonard's Boys School. And so they have persons now that are in their age group to look up to and say, well, it is possible to make it.
Anything is possible, but you don't do this alone. You do this with your team of coaches,
Yes, I do.
but you also do it with corporate support. How has that been for you?
Well, when we have tours, we're able to write letters and we would get some support. At the moment, the Academy is looking for a sponsor to sponsor all of the teams or one of the teams, you know. As I said, we are self-sufficient at the moment. And any support is welcome. You need equipment, you need uniforms, we need first aid supplies. At the moment, our coaches are paid because for me, football is not, even though it is amateur in Barbados, it is a way of life. And you can't expect persons to come and give their time for free, you know, so.
But it's only like a stipend, folks. And so you want to be able to better that by having the kind of support that allows you to be able to better it.
Yes, because I also believe that, you know, if you support persons and you give them what is needed, that they will give their all to it, you know.
They surely will.
You can also hold them accountable.
And so if anyone watching today who has deeper pockets, who want to pour into the FM Four Pillars Academy, how can they reach you?
Well, my telephone number is 237-1187.
237-1187. 237-1187.
Or they can visit the IG page and just send a message. The IG page is FM Four Pillars Soccer Academy.
Right, easy to find because I found them this morning. Easy so to find.
I have information that I didn't even remember.
Yeah, boy, listen, you're watching my notes. I see all of that. Yes, I do. And so, congratulations indeed to everything you're doing. For those who are watching who think, I have a little boy who likes to kick the ball around, who wants to be a part of your academy, how can they do so?
Yes, well, as I said, they can visit the IG page and all the information is there, you know, our vision, our mission, our training times. At the moment, we use St. Leonard's Boys School. And that is, it's easier because, as I said, most of the boys are attached to the school. And it's like a extra program for them. You know, they play for the school and then they get to play together on weekends.
Wonderful indeed. And so, parent, guardian, other ones, if you want your little one to, if you just want to know, come see it at St. Leonard's Boys and see how the program works, and then you can register to be a part of the program as well, because Success is following FM Four Pillars Soccer Academy. And so Success can also follow your child who is also passionate about the game of football, and we want to encourage you to be members really, really soon. And so, again, if you have deeper pockets, go online, go to their social media page on IG. It is FM Four Pillars Soccer Academy, and make your contact, and let's see if we can give further reason why we can support this team. That winning team you see right there, they've done tremendously well in the race of the Youth Football Awards, and much more attends them. Unfortunately, they can't travel this year, but they're hoping very, very soon.
Yes.
So that's another reason why we want to pour into helping these young men further develop their skill sets in football, and that's why you are a critical component of this factor. Mr. Masai, thank you.
Thanks
so much
for having us.
Yeah, thank you, young men as well, Javier, Kamar, and Ashawn, for playing football so well, for being winners at football and representing yourselves, your family, your community, your school as outstandingly as you already do. Wish you much success in your future endeavors, all right?
Thank you, sir.
Good young men. These are great young men indeed, and they're doing something positive with their life. They're doing it through the FM Four Pillars Soccer Academy, and so I want to commend the Academy to you to consider as one of those places where you can help to bring your boys back in line for if they're going offline somewhat. So check them out on IG. FM Four Pillars Soccer Academy. We'll take a break right here on Morning Barbados. We're back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Preserve your personal priceless memories. Here at CBC, we transfer VHS, DVDs, Beta, U-matic, and DV cam tapes to modern digital formats. Safely, quickly, and affordably. Call CBC on 467-5437 to get started. In just 2 weeks, your memories will be ready to relive and share again.
Are you ready to turn it all the way up? We make you feel good. Your #1 party station. Non-stop hits and the latest trends in music, fashion, and everything lit. Hit us up on socials at 981 Barbados on IG and 98.1 The One on Facebook. This is your world, your playlist, your station. 98.1 The One.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And together we will travel the world.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We are 7 minutes now to go to the hour of 7 o'clock. Time for you and me to have a little conversation, everybody. As a matter of fact, help me to unscramble some words. So we're going to get into unscrambling some words right now. That means in helping me, reach out to me right now by calling 228-5562 or 228-5563. Those are the numbers to call to correctly unscramble some letters I have been challenged to unscramble, but I need your help. 228-5562 or 228-5563. All of these words are related to the season in which we exist at the moment. The season in which we exist at the moment. So, all right, that's the number 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. You see? I told you I'm being challenged. What you see on your screen, look at them. Look at the letters that you see scrambled on your screen. Now unscramble them. I can tell you, you can make 2 words. 2 words you can make out of using those letters. 2 words. So call me now and see for me what words you can actually make. 228-5562 or 228-5563. What 2 words related to the season we're in at the moment can you make by unscrambling the letters you see on your screen right now? 228-5562 or 228-5563. Call me right now. You can call me at any age. You can call me from anywhere. And if that where is overseas, is the area code 246. So 228-5562 or 228-5563. Hey, somebody's bold as brass. Good morning. Hello. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
I would like to answer the question.
Okay, what's your answer?
My answer is crop over.
Are you sure?
Yes, please.
Spell crop over for me.
C-R-O-P O-P, O-V-E-R.
Are you sure those letters are in that word?
Yes, please.
What is your name, please?
Natiri.
Nikela?
Natiri.
Nikia, how old are you?
8 years old.
Well done, Nikia. You are absolutely right. The word is crop over. Those two words, crop over. Well done. What school are you with? Hello?
Thank you.
Say it again.
What you said?
What school do you go to?
I go to the Cumberbatch school.
Oh, Wilkie Cumberbatch. All right. I want to wish you a great day today at school. Learn well, continue being a fantastic student, and thank you so much for being our first caller today. All right?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day indeed. So one down. We have more to go. Look at your screen right now. Look at your screen. I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is, but it's related to the season that we're in at the moment. Look at it. What word or what phrase or what something, title, I don't know. 228-5562 or 228-5563. What word or words can you make from those letters? All related to the season in which we are at the moment. That is a hint. This season, the season we're in, it has been launched, so that's a hint. 228-5562 or 228-5563. Some call it the Sweetest Summer Festival. So is that clearer for you now? The season in which we are, what word or words or phrase can you make by simply unscrambling those letters? You want a hint? They call and ask me for a hint. 228-5562 or 228-5563. Look at it carefully. Look at it carefully. Look at it carefully. I know there's so many consonants and there are just a few vowels in there. But you can make a phrase out of that particular word. I say a phrase simply because it's a combination of words here now. Letters at least. So look at it carefully. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 words or 4 ways at which you can rearrange those letters to make me a phrase that is relative to the season in which we are. We are in the sweetest summer festival and it is still sweet as ever. So we want you to unscramble those letters, make that word. Come on, you could do this. You know it. This is a period of time that you look forward to. And this is a title of one of those moments that you look forward to at Crop Over as well. 228-5562 or 63. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
You're welcome. I'm doing well too. Thank you for asking. What word do you think it is?
Pick a crop.
Pick what?
Pick the crop.
Pick O-D crop. Do you go to the pick of the crop final?
Sometimes.
Only sometimes? Listen, that is a sure for me to witness the pick of the crop final. All right. You believe you're right?
Pardon me?
Do you believe you're right? Why can't that be Kadooment?
I didn't hear you.
It doesn't have what? Everybody's phone is giving trouble today. But you're right. It's pick of the crop. Pick of the crop. Pick O-D crop. P-I-C-O-D-E crop. That is absolutely
Correct.
right. That is it. Thank you so much for calling. Have a great day today. All right?
You also. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. So there we go. We have 2 down. Crop over, pickety crop. We're looking at words related to this, the Sweetest Summer Festival. Now look at this one. A brand new one is on your screen. Brand new one now. This is easy peasy Japanesey. I know this. Even little dumb old me. I know this one. 228-5562 or 228-5563. Look at that. It is so simple. It is so easy to get right off the chalk of the block. 228-5562 or 228-5563. What word do you think it is? Remember, it is related to the Sweetest Summer Festival in which we are. We already discovered crop over. We figured out pickety crop. What is this one now? As we continue to unscramble some letters. Call quick. 228-5562 or 228-5563. You can be as young as you think you are or as old as you think you are. Call me and let me know. What word is this that is part of our lingo or language or experience of the Sweetest Summer Festival known as Crop Over? 228-5562 or 228-5563. I am shocked that at a glance you guys could not see this. Good morning. Hello. Hello.
The word is
The word is?
Couple pot.
You sure?
Yeah.
My man, I scrambled these letters. You can't tell me the word is pot. You sure?
Yeah, couple
pot it is. What's the name?
Julian Cudmore.
William, good to meet you, William. Thank you so much. You're absolutely right. It is pot, and it's back this year. That's back on the calendar for Crop Over 2026, pot. We're looking forward to how we bring all the pot, melting pot together to make it all the sweetest summer festival indeed. That's it at the moment, but I'll have you another opportunity coming up before the show is done for you to help me further unscramble some more letters as we get ready for Crop Over. But we'll take a break here. We're getting ready for the news and more in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affairs segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
This is where Barbadian football lives. Every Monday from 8:03 p.m., step onto the touchline. A 30-minute show featuring the BFA Premier League. Join Anmar Goodrich Boyce and Damien Best as they review the action, the goals, the grit, the glory, and the stories shaping the league. From kickoff to the final whistle, this is your front row seat.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Let's look at the news now. A call has been made for the country to see re-industrialization as a goal. Prime Minister Mia Amal Motley says despite 20 straight quarters of growth, the country can do better. She made the call during this year's State of the Industry Conference at the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Centre. Rachel Ergard attended yesterday's meeting and she files this report.
Post-independence, Barbadians have been satisfied to be consumers and not producers. That's according to Prime Minister Mia Amal Motley, who says 66 years ago, the country's imports were 5 times less than what they are today. She contends the country can do better by exploring the export market, noting if this does not change, Barbados will always be playing catch-up.
In 1960, Barbados exported approximately $24 million in merchandise and imported $49 million in goods. By 2024, we had reflected a completely different trend. We were literally exporting $461 million and importing $2.2 million. 2.2 billion, sorry. A difference now with our imports being almost 5 times what our exports are.
Prime Minister Motley stresses that Barbados is not prepared to abandon manufacturing, as has been done for the better part of the last 4 decades.
What is needed now is an ecosystem, first and foremost driven by the producers, who must be the innovators, and then secondly, by the government to create that nurturing environment within which you can function. And I stop at this point because no amount of wanting it to happen is going to make it happen unless those of you who are charged with responsibility of existing production will determine, 1, can I expand in an innovative way what I'm already producing? Can I find new markets for what I'm producing? If I can, am I competitive in those new markets? And if I'm not, what will it take for me to be competitive?
During his address, Minister of Innovation, Industry, Science and Technology, Senator Jonathan Reed, said the time has come for Barbadians as a whole to innovate and not replicate.
So often we concentrate on exogenous shocks, things that are outside of us that affect us, that we don't focus enough on endogenous shocks. How do we position ourselves to take advantage of our unique assets, our unique abilities? What is distinctive about us that we affect the global market as opposed to the global market affects us? We've spent quite a bit of time thinking about warehousing, spent a bit of time thinking about duplicating, and not enough time thinking about making anew and creating. And we have found ourselves always in the business of taking what the market has to offer as opposed to shaping the market.
The State of the Industry Conference ends today. Rachel Agard, CBC News.
Meanwhile, the government is set to announce a number of initiatives in which Barbadians can invest in water and energy. It was disclosed by the Prime Minister, Mia Motley.
Government is likely to announce very shortly mechanisms for investment in the utilities sector, whether it is at electricity level, whether it is in water. We will announce a number of initiatives because the householder and the producer must be able to benefit from the bounty that we would otherwise be given to a completely different foreign investor who has come in here and who has come to participate in the bounty of renewable energy.
The Prime Minister stresses that there is a need to augment capacity.
Why should we allow someone from outside to be the beneficiary of that when those of you who are producing here and who may need a little extra elbow room can have the capacity to diversify your investment and ensure that you stabilize your position, whether it is investing in energy or in water.
A disturbing rise in youth-linked criminal activity has triggered alarm at the highest level of government's criminal justice system, with officials warning that schools are no longer insulated from the growing problem. Director of the Criminal Justice Research and Planning Unit, Cheryl Willoughby, revealed that she was deeply shaken after reviewing newly presented statistics during a recent staff retreat. Ms. Willoughby described the findings as troubling and issued a strong appeal to parents to pay close attention to their children's behavior and surroundings. She said criminal activity that once appeared confined to community has now been filtered into the nation's schools, raising serious concerns about the safety and well-being of students. She stressed that greater parental vigilance and early intervention are urgently needed as authorities confront what appears to be an escalating social crisis.
We have a gang problem in our schools. We have gambling, we have drug use, we have drug selling, we have it all in our schools. A principal quite recently came out and was very critical of me because our research identified that that particular school had the majority of persons incarcerated for murder. But if we continue to cover up and to hide, the situation will not get any better.
To sports now, Venezuelan athletes dominated the female section, while Barbados had good results in the men's side as the curtains came down on the 2026 Roger Boyce IFBB Pro Classic at the Wilde Gym this weekend. CBC's Damien Best now reports on the ladies.
The pros taking over the Wilde Gym for the Roger Boyce IFBB World Cup. Women's body fitness, top four in focus from left to right. Number 16, Dion Thompson of Barbados, in excellent shape. What are we looking for? Continuous muscular development from head to toe. With a smaller frame, Thompson had to settle for fourth overall and $750 US. First and second was a ding-dong battle between Natalia Zavora of the Czech Republic with the purple hair and Wendy Granados of Venezuela in the blue to the right of screen. Zavora had wide cap deltoids and cuts in the thighs, but on closer inspection, Granados with a slightly neater waist and just as much cuts was the winner, taking home $4,500. In the women's bikini section, 2 Barbadians, Shaniqua Allenby and Jalicia Nightingale, were among a very strong field of 10. This is Allenby, who earned her pro card in 2024, had the confidence on stage, but would need to focus on conditioning some more. Meanwhile, Nightingale, the 2025 national champion, a lot more leaner, over 6 feet tall, coupled with the shimmering red bikini under the lights, gave her some elements to build on. Added muscle definition will be one of her keys to a bright future. The top 3, Elena Bucheva of Russia, number 68, Anastasia Gekova, number 70, also of Russia, and number 51, Athanas Lopez of Venezuela. This is the champion, securing $6,000. Lopez with a tight, narrow midsection, full, round, and firm glutes, held together by well-shaped hamstrings, and the aesthetics were complementary. Quick mention of the women's bikini wellness section. 11 entries, no Barbadians on the list. The top contenders called out. Center of the stage, number 121 from the right, Joachimi Azurhe of Venezuela. Heavy set in the thighs, glutes, accentuated by a tight waist and smooth, even-toned skin. And oh yes, there was a first of its kind pose down in this category that whipped the crowd into a frenzy.
That's a report there from Damien Best. Ending our news and sports. We'll have more news and sports coming up this afternoon at 12 noon on TV8. Morning Barbados is back after this break.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Preserve your personal priceless memories. Here at CBC, we transfer VHS, DVDs, Beta, U-matic, and DV cam tapes to modern digital formats. Safely, quickly, and affordably. Call CBC on 467-5437 to get started. In just 2 weeks, your memories will be ready to relive and share again.
Are you ready to turn it all the way up? We make you feel good. Your #1 party station. Non-stop hits and the latest trends in music, fashion, and everything lit. Hit us up on socials at 981 Barbados on IG and 98.1 The One on Facebook. This is your world. Your playlist, your station. 98.1 The One.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados will...
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
You know, we hear this often, that our difference is what makes us special. And sometimes people don't quite understand what that difference looks like or how they can respond to that difference, how they can be a part of the nurturing of that difference. And so coming up on Saturday, there's a very special mini workshop that allows that to happen. It's just for you. And it's put on by the Kiwanis Club of Barbados Pride. And joining us this morning is this distinguished president, Lisa Murray. And with her is a secretary of the Pride, in Raquel Griffith. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
First of all, welcome back. It is so good to have you indeed. And I give my full endorsement to this initiative. Pride represents punctual, respectful, innovative, determined, and enthusiastic. That is what you guys do as a club. So talk to me about this, why the club has adopted this particular initiative.
Well, first I want to say thank you for allowing us the opportunity to come and share a bit more about this project this morning. We are the Kiwanis Club Pride of Barbados, has been in existence in Barbados for over 17 years. Kiwanis as a whole is a global organization of volunteers who work together to support the advancement of children and their priorities, one child at a time. The Kiwanis Club Pride of Barbados, we have one of the projects that we're very passionate about is supporting children with differences and disabilities, because we believe that all children have an opportunity to thrive. So we want to make sure that we are raising awareness about some of the issues that impact child development. And what we've seen, I think, we've noticed over the years that there are many of our children who are left behind. It is sometimes the first thing to say, oh, they're not interested, they're disengaged, etc. But we see the need for persons to learn a lot more about what is it that's causing it. In many cases, it's just the child is not being stimulated or engaged in the way that they need to be. And we've noticed over the years that there seems to have been an increase in the number of learning challenges. You meet things as simple as ADHD, autism, dyslexia, etc. And we wanted to make sure that in championing children's development initiatives, we wanted to make sure that we're bringing a lot more awareness to situations like that. Disability, supporting the disabled is one of, and disabled children, making sure that they have the same opportunities as everyone else and the opportunity to thrive in this community is something that the club is very passionate about. In March, during Disability Awareness Month, here in Barbados, we put on our signature project at the Kensington Oval. That was the last Saturday in March, and it's called Everyone is Able, where ABLE stands for Accept Others, believe that we are all equal, learn to include, and to embrace everyone. So this project continues along that vein, and it builds on the work that we've been doing to support and to create a voice for persons with disabilities and differences.
This project, of which you keep speaking, the voice by sentences are hitting me for 6 today. This project seeks to give opportunity to educators, to caregivers. I think we need to include the entire family, the entire community as much as possible. Anyone who's passionate about providing that platform where people of different learning abilities have an opportunity. It's for all of them. And it's this Saturday. Raquel, give us some more details about what will be unfolding on Saturday.
So on Saturday, like you said, this is the second year with this project, and we're building on what we did last year. And last year we got a really good response with the information that we put out to parents, guardians, teachers, and persons who just relate with children holistically. So we wanted to do a bit more this year. So we've partnered with the University of the West Indies through their educational and psychological assessment unit, and the coordinator, Dr. Erin Mahan, and their speech and language pathologist, Ms. Jamel Roberts. They have donated their time to us, and they'll be performing the duties of facilitating the workshops that we'll be having on Saturday. So Saturday, we'll have these workshops running from 10 until 3, and persons can expect to get information on the different challenges that children may experience, and also get some information on the resources that are available in Barbados, and little tips and skills that they can use to help their children. Now, we don't want to just focus in on children that are behind, but we also want to look at all types of learning differences. So the sessions will cover everything possible, and we have different time slots, because we know persons are busy. Saturday is a day that, is out shopping and doing all different things. So we have these sessions broken down into 4 time slots, and we'll have a registration form as well that will be available on our social media pages, and persons can go on and say which session they would like to attend. In addition to the workshops, they also have the opportunity to have some one-on-one time with the facilitators, because there may be something that you want to discuss that you don't feel comfortable saying in a wider grouping. So you have that opportunity to speak with the facilitators on a one-on-one and, get more information and get something more specific to your situation. Yeah, so all of that is going to be included on Saturday from 10 until 3. We also have partnered with the Caribbean Dyslexia Association. They'll also be on hand there on Saturday, and they'll be talking about what they do, the work they do, the services that they offer as well to the public, because we want to make sure we're as inclusive as possible, giving our parents, guardians, teachers, caregivers, persons at nursery, anyone that deals with children, as much information as possible so we can help our next generation.
Where is this?
So it's going to be held at the Darrett Smith School and Vocational Center. That's in Jackson, I believe. Jackmans, yes, thank you.
Yes.
St. Michael. And even partnering with them was purposeful because of the work that they do as well. It aligns with what we are doing. We've also been very fortunate to have some sponsors on board to assist us covering the costs of this initiative. So we have 4 sponsors, Darrett Smith School being one of them, the Barbados Light and Power, the Sandy Lane Charitable Trust, as well as University West Indies. So we are very grateful for the work that they have done. They've seen that we are doing and wanted to come on board to facilitate and help us.
And so, Lisa, this is step number 2. I know this. We started this last year, step number 2, and we're in this for the long haul.
Yes. Most certainly.
Having taken step number 1, have you been able to assess and to see what impact it has had?
We have not done a formal assessment. However, the feedback that we have gotten from those persons who have attended, because last year's execution of the project, we started with an online workshop where we had a facilitator who went through all the various different learning challenges, and so it gave persons the information. We then went on to a workshop where persons were able to turn up and learn a bit more. They were able to have conversations. It was almost like a community of persons. So we did have parents with children who were experiencing various challenges, and they were able to share. Not only were they able to have the discussions with the facilitator and learn a bit more about how to best deal with these particular challenge that their children or family members were experiencing, but we also had an environment where you had parents sharing their own strategies. So based on their own experiences, they were able to say, well, this is something that works for my child. We had a parent who came on board, and she brought a lot of her aids, like what did she do to support her child? Her child has ADHD, and she actually walked with some of the different
coping mechanisms,
and was able to do a show and tell. And having all of those persons in one space and being able to share and to learn from each other, it was really such a rewarding experience. The feedback that came from those persons who attended really encouraged us. We realized that this is something that we have to continue to work on, and we have to continue to build on it and to make sure that we create a voice and that more and more persons are aware of what is happening and come on board and recognize that we all play a part in supporting our young people.
So we'll take a break here. When we come back, I want to break this down a little bit further, because every child deserves this opportunity. And so you are critical as a center of this opportunity to be able to help that child achieve. We'll talk about that and a whole lot more right after this.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you?
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We're looking at a mini workshop that's coming up this Saturday for all of us. And I say that because I'm also included, dealing with people with different learning styles and different learning abilities and all of that. And so it's so critical, if it's affecting you, that you pay close attention. And if it's affecting you doesn't mean that it's actually in your house alone. It might be in your church. It might be in a group with which you associate. It might just be in your community next door. And so you see this beautiful gift from God who's struggling to fit in. And you want to learn how better to communicate with them and to provide them that footprint as well to be able to be successful. That's what we're focusing on. It's part of the effort of the Kiwanis Club of Barbados Pride, and their distinguished president, Lisa Murray, is with me, along with their secretary, Raquel Griffith. And so Saturday is so important for a lot of people.
Yes.
Many workshops within a session, a whole day session indeed. And it's important that we show up to give the children the support. I keep thinking, as I watch children with different learning abilities, how happy they are with who they are. We see them so contently moving along. It's us who see the difference, and it's us who want to impose our conditions on them. All they're asking for is to be respected and recognized, and also for us to be able to create a platform where they are happy and thrive in the way that they know best how to do so. And sometimes that ignorance needs to be dispelled, and that sometimes that ignorance is simply because we just don't know. We don't know better. And so these sessions, I suppose, on Saturday help us to understand that. When the child is garbling words, there is a reason for that, and but there's a solution for that as well. And so the speech, break down who the moderators are, who the facilitators are, and their specialties for me.
Okay, so we have Dr. Erin Mahan. She's the coordinator, like I said, at the University of West Indies in their educational and psychological assessment unit.
Well done.
And and we have Jamel Roberts, who her focus is speech and language. And so at first, even when we conceptualized the second phase of this project, we didn't even consider the fact that speech delay also causes a delay in education and learning. So even having her on board is really important to add to the information that will be shared, because children may not necessarily be delayed in the way we see them as delayed, but having that particular difficulty will cause them to have a further delay in their educational journey. So having those two persons on board, really, and this is work that they're continuing. Right now, they also provide this information to the Ministry of Education through the different schools, both primary and secondary. So having them on board is really a value for us and also for the persons who will be attending.
And so, I mean, this is phase 2, you say, but this is only one little drop, Lisa. I know it's a lot that still can be done. How big a problem from where you sit have you seen this to be?
We have, based on the feedback that we have gotten, and from discussions with many of the educational professionals, that it's a worrying, it's quite a concern for us in our society today. A lot of persons who we would traditionally brand as, and even in our conversations with the facilitators, a lot of the behaviors that we brand as disruptive are really just signs of children who are not being engaged, or persons who are not being engaged in a way that allows them to really thrive. We're seeing a lot more literature and a lot more awareness around a lot of these conditions. We would have recently celebrated Autism Awareness Month. Autism is one of those learning differences. You can have persons from anywhere on the spectrum, and that does not prevent a person from being included in a regular lifestyle, but how you engage with that person and how you get them to show to bring out their best. That is what's important. But like you quite rightly said a few moments ago, ignorance and just lack of awareness is a major challenge. So the Kiwanis Club Pride of Barbados, we feel like, you know, it is part of our duty to try to bring some awareness to our wider community. As you said earlier, we're not only targeting our parents. Yes, there are some parents who don't recognize certain signs. You have parents who may think
deny certain signs.
that as well. There's some who deny, who are not aware. They may say, "Oh, my child just doesn't like to do work," or she, you know, head hard. But that's not what it is. But as we went through some of these sessions last year as well, and the workshops, and when one of the facilitators was able to show for something like dyslexia, what does it look like for a child who is reading, who has dyslexia? What do they see? We see something else, but they're seeing. So what are the things that we need to do? Things like punctuation, etc. So really, we know this is just the tip of the iceberg. But you know, as we get more persons coming on board, becoming aware, who are willing to partner with us to put on activities like this, we hope that this will not just be an annual event, but that this is something that we can consistently provide education and point persons in the right direction, so that over time we can see the benefits of this in our wider community.
Even in our workplace, I know this is not for the bigger people as well. You're dealing with children generally, but at the same time, the children eventually grow up to become a member of our workforce.
Exactly.
We are really hoping that our workplaces also give opportunity to people of different learning styles and different learning abilities as well, so that they can be a part of meaningful living experience in Barbados as well. And so perhaps it's an opportunity for have an HR officer register to be a part of this mini workshop that's coming up, so they get firsthand what the next cohort of employees are battling as well, but also to be able to go back to their respective workplaces to create the platform where all are involved in making the difference as we accept more and more of these people of difference into our regular community. Registration, because it's Saturday coming. So you say go online to your socials and register. When is registration to be complete, and how many people can you accommodate?
So the sessions, we're trying to keep the sessions as intimate as possible. So we're hoping for as many persons to come, but we want to try to keep the numbers between like 15 to 20 persons per session, so that they can get that individual attention and information can be shared freely. The registration form will be online as of today. We have both a QR code and a link, because you know we're working with the technology, so persons can go on and they can just sign up. We have the sessions noted by time, because we know Saturday is a busy day, people have a lot going on, but we have the sessions timed in such a way that you can just pick which one you would prefer to attend, and then you can just come out and join us.
Oh, so you can come and go.
Yes.
You don't have to stay.
You don't have to stay for the entire day.
It starts at 10 o'clock in the morning at the Derek Smith School and Vocational Center, and that's why it's important all of us give support to this initiative. Indeed, don't sit scratching the head. Here's an opportunity for you, given by the Kiwanis Club of Barbados Pride, for you to be a part of this mini conference. It's a mini workshop. A workshop requires you to do a little bit of work yourself. You're not just going to be spoken to, but you get a chance to ask your questions. You get to listen to other people's responses and their experiences as well. And you can go to many other sessions that will be unfolding in the day, and you go when you think you've had your fill. But at the same time, we want to stay the whole journey from 10 to 3 on Saturday to soak in and soak up as much as possible. Your child will be met with a speech challenge, and you're not even aware of how that is affecting them psychologically and causing them to delay their progress as well. The speech therapist will be able to help you manage and understand what you can do about it, and how you can look at educating that child to make them a critical part of our society. The education person there will be able to guide you as to the opportunities and the places and the spaces where you can find the tools that your child needs to be able to thrive. It's just the beginning. This is just phase 2, and so we want you to stay the long haul, stay with the Barbados Pride of Barbados, Kiwanis Club, and they will tell you when
Before you wrap up so eloquently, if you can, we just encourage persons to log on to our socials. So look for us on Instagram, Kiwanis Club Pride of Barbados, and on Facebook. All the information is there. You can have the sign-up form is there, as well as the QR code. All the information broken down into little bits, little bite-sized pieces of information. So for those who may not have captured all the information from our brief chat this morning, it's all there online. Follow us on our socials.
Well said. That's Lisa Murray. She's the distinguished president of the Kiwanis Club of Barbados Pride. And so Raquel Griffith is a secretary as well. And inviting all of us to be a part of this session on Saturday from 10 in the morning till 3. Stay the journey, or you can come and go as you see fit. But come. Register now. Thank you so much, ladies. All the best.
Thank you,
You're
Pearson.
welcome.
Appreciate your support.
You're welcome. Morning Barbados is right back with more right after this.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
This is where Barbadian football lives. Every Monday from 8:03 p.m., step onto the touchline. A 30-minute show featuring the BFA Premier League. Join Anmar Goodrich Boyce and Damien Best as they review the action. The goals, the grit, the glory, and the stories shaping the league. From kickoff to the final whistle, this is your front row seat to Monday Night Football. Touchline, bringing you closer to the BFA Premier League. See you on the touchline, live on TV8.
Touchline, sponsored by Dasani. Live first, Dasani after. And Powerade. Pause is power.
Preserve your personal priceless memories. Here at CBC, we transfer VHS, DVDs, Beta, U-matic, and DV cam tapes to modern digital formats. Safely, quickly, and affordably. Call CBC on 467-5437 to get started. In just 2 weeks, your memories will be ready to relive and share again.
Are you ready to turn it all the way up? We make you feel good, your #1 party station. Non-stop hits and the latest trends in music, fashion, and everything lit. Hit us up on socials at 981 Barbados on IG and 98.1 The One on Facebook. This is your world. Your playlist, your station. 98.1, The One.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados will love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Good people, good vibes. That's what I've been on this time. Good feelings, just right. Keep going all day, all night. We're doing it once, so you better.
That is the energy. Would you happen to believe it? It happens in the dark of night. It happens all the time, and there's so many people from the very young to the very old who are just skating all over the place. I remember in the 80s, you're too young for that one. This is Katrina.
I used to skate in the 80s, person. Okay.
All right, ma'am. Forgive me. Katrina Eiffel is the strategic planning coordinator of BIM Roll Skate Fest. And so we're talking about that. In the 80s, man, we used to be skated all sorts of hip hop music and the like.
All over Barbados.
It was fun.
Lots of fun.
And the fun
has returned. That's correct, yes.
It is back. And it's back with the Skate Fest that's coming up. The Skate Fest is on this weekend, right?
Yes, this weekend. So from Friday until Monday, 4 days of fun BIM Roll Skate Fest, our third edition of BIM Roll.
Third?
Yes.
So over the last couple of times, it's been really well supported?
Yes, definitely. Well, we started out really small the first year. That was in 24. But last year, we expanded exponentially, and we attracted skaters from all over the world, like Belgium, Germany. We had skaters from as far as Australia, within the Caribbean, of course the UK, Canada, the US, Cayman Islands, Guadeloupe, Guyana, from
all over the world.
All over the world.
Just so? Skating has taken off just so? Why do you think that is?
Because it is so much fun. It's an outlet, and it allows you to express your creative expression. And it's just good. And then also the people, the community is always just vibrant, and the music, so it's partying, and so it's not just dancing, but it's dancing for most of us who do the we call it skate dancing, is dancing while on skates. So there's an element of cognitive ability, to be able to dance and hold your balance, remember the routines and stuff like that. And, they say dancing is very good for your health, so dancing and skating, doubly good for your health.
That's a good point made. It's the biggest in Barbados, the BIM Roll Skate Fest. It's the biggest in the Caribbean.
Yes.
And eventually it will be one of the biggest in the world. That's what we're working towards.
We're working towards, yes.
So from Friday right through to Bank Holiday Monday coming up, you're having a series of activities as part of the annual BIM Roll Skate Fest.
Yes.
What's happening?
So Friday to Monday, we have the Skate Village. So the Skate Village is where you can come and skate. There'll be music from 2 p.m. until midnight.
Each day?
Each day. And so skating, if you just want to dance, we'll have vendors as well. So foods, accessories, snacks, drinks. We have people selling jewelry, skin products, as well as skate accessories. And the ladies like to dress in little cute outfits. So we have those. So if you can come, so it's a day to bring the family. So you don't have to be a skater, but you can come out and enjoy the vibe. So that's every day from 2 p.m.
At Skate Village.
The Skate Village.
Where is the Skate Village?
It's at it's at the George Street Auditorium.
Oh, George Street Auditorium.
Yeah, sorry. Has so many names.
I got you. The Arabarros Auditorium.
Right, yeah.
And so George Street Auditorium, as we know it, is where the Skate Fest will be. That's a big rink in there. A lot to skate your life away.
And skating actually happens there every Sunday night as well, too.
Okay.
Yes, with one of the skate groups.
Wow.
Yes.
So every day from 2 o'clock in the afternoon till midnight, you can come observe, you can see, you can enjoy, you can be a part of.
And you can skate. You can rent skates. If you're saying, but I want to try skating, but I don't have skates, so I want to try it before I purchase my skates.
Right.
We'll have skate rentals every day. But not only skate, just normal skating and whatnot, but we also have master classes. We have international skaters who are coming in, coaches, one from the UK, Canada, and from the US, and we have a local one as well too, offering master classes. So many people think that in these master classes, maybe the entire audience is watching them, but no, in the workshops, it's just you, whoever else registered, and your coach. So you don't have to worry about onlookers, because I know, you know how we are. When we're learning something, we're a little shy, like, I don't want to fall, because yes, falling is a part of learning to skate, but the workshops are exclusively for those who have registered, and of course we'll have our content creators there, but no outsiders. So you don't have to worry about anyone coming and looking and saying, oh, did you make a mistake or whatever.
So if you want to know how to improve on your skills in skating so far, sign up for the master classes.
Definitely.
How does one register?
You can go to bimroll.com. bimroll.com, and you can register. Simple. You can register.
And there's a little registration fee. You see all that detail right
Yes,
there when you go to bimroll.com. So every day the Skate Village is open from 2 in the afternoon to midnight. There's certain days where there are master classes.
Yes,
Which
and
days
those
are
are
those?
Saturday and Sunday from 11
only on Saturday
a.m.
and Sunday?
Yeah, only those
Okay.
2 days.
Mhm.
And then we have the adult skate night. It's the only adult skate night in Barbados being held right now. So this is when the children stay home, so 18 years and older, and we come out, and as adults we have fun, because oftentimes, because it's such a family event, we have of different ages and whatnot. We have little ones, so the little ones are bobbing and weaving between, so we're preventing injury as well. We've never had any injuries, honestly. But we just
There's
want
an occasion for
it's time
them.
for the
This is
exactly.
just
So
for
for
the
the
grown folk
adults,
now.
exactly, the grown folk business. Yes.
And when is that one?
That is Sunday night from 8 p.m. until 2 a.m.
Ooh, a little bit later.
Later,
because
yes.
This is a bike hall after all.
Exactly. So no excuse. And if you don't even want to skate, it's a party atmosphere. So you
Right.
can come out. The music is going to be banging. We have the hottest DJs. Some coming from the U.S. We have the hottest skate DJs in Barbados, and also DJs from UK.
This is great. I see something called a skate tour that's coming up.
Right.
What's
so
that?
the skate tour is
It's
when
just for those from overseas?
Well, locals as well can join, but we go across the island. It's a concept that was taken from one of the skate groups. They have the annual independent skate trip, and so that was taken, that concept, and so we go around the island and we stop at 3 skate spots around the island. We do sightseeing, and there's lots of fun on the bus as well too. So that's open to anyone who
Is it taking skating back to the community of sort?
Yes,
Because
and-
at those skate spots, generally people will come and spectate, as we say.
that is true. Yes,
Oh,
correct.
nice.
Yes.
This is wonderful indeed. And so this is going to be great. This
Yes,
is
it
really
is.
going to be quite a weekend of activity. Now you know we can do this weekend. That's
right.
different. From Friday right through to Sunday, every single day. There's something happening in skating in Barbados with the Bim Roll Skate Fest. And so every day from 2 o'clock in the afternoon in the Skate Village, which is the George Street Auditorium, skate your life away. Have a really, really good time every single day to midnight. But specifically on the Saturday and Sunday, there are master classes.
Yes.
Those master classes generally will start around what time?
They start at 11, but we also have the opening ceremony on Friday.
On Friday?
At 6 p.m. And the Honorable Charles Griffith, Minister of Sports, he'll be our guest speaker. And we'll also be doing a special tribute to the late Michael Lane, who's also one of the catalysts of the resurgence of skating, a.k.a. Mikey Moda.
Yeah.
So we're doing a special tribute to him as well.
I remember every day you come, if you just want to try it, rent some skates, try it. And then you sign up to be a part of this, well, one of the skate groups that we have across Barbados indeed.
Many.
But the adult skate party is just for the adults, those who love skating, who just want to have a moment in skating. You can bring your girl to skating or boy to skating, whatever you choose to do. Indeed, adults, come out and skate, enjoy the great music, the great vibe, the great time. Food and drinks on sale every single day. Let the children stay home for that one, and you skate your life away until 2 in the morning on Monday. And then you wake up in time to go on that skate tour and get ready again for the Skate Village later on in the day. It sounds like a lot of fun.
It is going to be
lot of fun.
It's always a lot of fun.
And so this is open to all of you. The opening ceremony is on Friday at 6 o'clock. Where's the opening ceremony going
Everything
to be?
is at George Street Auditorium.
Okay, at the George Street Auditorium, the opening ceremony at 6 o'clock. Then you go into the Skate Village, and then you have a good time. And then I'll get ready on Saturday morning for the master class, Saturday afternoon for the master class, and then back to the Skate Village. Sunday morning, you wake up and you have a good, y'all are going to have a really good cruise, have a good time, and a master class as well. Skate Village in the afternoon, adult skate party in the night, and then Monday will come and you're not even tired. You're still going some more because you have the skate tour around the island.
Yes.
Is this open to everyone or anyone?
Yes, any and everyone.
So again,
all the details
information is on your website.
Yeah, bimroll.com.
Bimroll.com, and then the Skate Village again.
That's right.
This is going to be all skating this weekend.
Yeah.
I want to wish you well, Katrina.
Thank you. Are we going to see
you? Great plan. I get invited to everything. But thank you for the invitation, nevertheless.
You're
Indeed. And so I want all of you to go right now to bimroll.com. Look at the events that you want to register for. Get your registration sorted out. Get to know more about how the plan is for the weekend. See where you fit in. Get ready for the adult skate party as you're watching on your screen. Get ready for fun. Get ready for skating. Get ready for reliving your life and your dreams. All of it, really, in one space. That's at the George Street Auditorium. That's where it's going to be from Friday through to Monday. Kim, Katrina, thank you so very much indeed.
Thank you so very much
You're
for having me,
welcome.
person.
Katrina Eiffel, who is a Strategic Planning Committee member of the Bimroll Skate Fest, which is on this weekend. If you're watching from overseas, I know we'll be a little bit pressed at the moment, but if you have the wherewithal, book your flight. Come in. It starts on Friday, runs till Monday. It's a wonderful way to spend your Whitsun weekend. Morning Barbados is back with more in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb, and together we will travel the world.
This is
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
So, 9 more minutes. 9 more minutes for you to help me unscramble some words. Remember, all of these words are related to the current season in which we are at the moment. This is time for you to give me a call on 228-5562 or 228-5563. Come on, unscramble what you see. This word is familiar to all of you. This word is another one of those words we generally use during this season of crop over. And so what is that word? Look at the screen. What word do you think that is? 228-5562 or 228-5563. Those are the numbers to call to help me unscramble those letters to make sense of them, to form a word that we often use as well during crop over. This is the season of crop over in which we are, the season, the sweetest festival indeed, and it continues to be sweet. It is our season, and so help me unscramble this word. What word is this? 228-5562 or 228-5563. And for those of you abroad, you can call too. Our area code is 1246, and then 228-5562 or 228-5563. Be smart. Call me now. What word, if you should put these letters in order, can you make? It's a Barbadian word. It's a word you will hear being used during the crop over season. And it's a word you know so well, so very well. 228-5562 or 228-5563. Good morning. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Hey, how are you doing today?
Not bad, and you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. What's your first name?
My name is Deborah.
Hi, Deborah. You have a very strong biblical name, Deborah.
Exactly.
Yes, indeed. So what parish are you watching from, Deborah?
I am from St. Philip.
St. Deborah of St. Philip. What word do you think these letters represent?
Bridgetown.
Positive?
Yes.
You don't see any other words in there?
No. I didn't really look.
You don't really look?
Went up, my daughter said.
Your daughter said Bridgetown. Your daughter is absolutely right. Well done. What's your daughter's name, Deborah?
Pardon me?
What is your daughter's name?
Adrienne.
Adrienne?
Mm-hmm.
Adrienne, you're right. Thank you so much for giving mommy the right word to call. Bridgetown it is. Thank you, Deborah. Have a lovely day, okay?
You too.
Thank you so much,
Bye-bye.
Deborah. She's too sweet, calling from St. Philip. Indeed. And oh dear, look at that one. I feel for you. I feel for all of you. I don't know if Adrienne can also get this one right, but what I can tell you that in those bunch of scrambled up letters are two words. Think of the festival. Think of the festival. There are two words in that. That is my hint, a broad hint I'm giving to you. There are two words. Take those letters and form the two words. 228-5562 and 228-5563. Again, it's all related to crop over. All related to crop over. Look at it. I agree with you. What nonsense is this? 228-5562 or 228-5563. What two words can we make from those letters you see right there? There are two words. Two words. Wait, somebody calling? Good morning. Hello. Good morning. All right, where there's silence, there's nothing. Good morning. Hi, who's calling? I'm sorry, your phone is breaking up on me. So who's calling? Help me. Faith. Oh, okay, Faith. Good morning to you, Faith. What parish are you watching from?
Philip.
St. Philip as well. Whoa, St. Philip coming through, boy. Faith, what words do you see?
Pardon me?
When you look at the letters you see on your screen, what words can you make using those letters?
I could get a clue.
Which one?
I could get a clue.
You want a clue? I can tell you there are two words. The words are related to the Crop Over Festival. And so those two words are words you're definitely going to be hearing about in conversation as the Crop Over Festival continues. That doesn't help you any?
Okay, it's two words.
Two words. The first word begins with a consonant.
Consonant.
Do you know what a consonant is?
Yes, please.
Okay, then what consonant, look at the word screen, what consonant would you pull out to start the first word?
D.
Which one? G?
D.
No. But Faith, I want to thank you for trying, but you're going on the wrong word, you're going on the wrong way. But Faith, thank you, have a wonderful day. Thank you for calling. Maybe the next word will be one that will be a little bit easier for you, but I agree with you, Faith. This is one of those words. Look at those letters, boy. Those are not cute letters at all, but they're two words. They're two words that bring excitement to a lot of you. 228-5562 or 228-5563. What are those two words using those two letters? Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, who's calling? Who's calling?
4 morning.
Who's calling?
Kim.
Hi, Kim. Kim, what parish are you watching from?
I'm watching from St. Philip.
Boy, St. Philip getting through today. I love it. And so you think the words are?
4 morning.
Kim, you are absolutely right. 4-day morning is absolutely. Do you attend any of those kinds of events, Faye?
Yes, I do.
You do? So 4-day morning is one of them?
Yeah, but I do. Yes, I do.
Pardon me?
Yes, I do.
As in jumping
I have
or
done
just
the one in
spectating?
Bridgetown, and I have also done native.
Wow, you're a party girl. All right.
Not really.
No problem. Thank you so much for calling, all right?
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
You're welcome. You do too. Thank you so much. So that's down. Look at this one now. Again, two words. Two words. Sweet for days. 228-5562 or 228-5563. What are the two words? Two words that you can make by using those letters right there on your screen. These words are sweet. 228-5562 or 63. Remember, we're in the season of crop over. Crop over has started. The music is out. And so people are enjoying the music already. And you're gearing up for the festivities. The parties are on. Everybody's revving up for a bumper crop over season. What about you? These words, these letters you see on your screen make two words. Two words that we use particularly during this time of year. Also part of the festival. 228-5562 or 228-5563. Good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well. Thank you for asking. What's your first name?
Victoria.
Victoria. What a beautiful name. Victoria, what parish are you watching from?
Thank you. St. Philip.
How y'all get just so fast? St. Philip, St. Philip. All right, Victoria, what words do you see?
Sugar cane.
You're absolutely right, Victoria. Sugar cane. Have you had your sugar cane for the season?
No, please.
Oh, you don't suck sugar cane anymore, right?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I know how you feel. The jaws. You can't handle that chewing of the jaw.
I can't handle that chewing.
Victoria, I get you. Trust me, I get you. But thanks for calling, all right?
All right, thank you.
Day.
Have a good day.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much indeed. All right, folks. Should I take the break? All right, so I want to thank you for engaging with me on those calls, on calling us. Of course, if it be the will of the Lord, we will try to get some more available for you. Remember, all that we're doing is related to the biggest and the sweetest summer festival in Barbados and in the region. And so tell a friend. Tell a friend, and tell a friend come be a part of all that we do every weekday morning right here on Morning Barbados. So the little crew joins me in saying to all of you, have a terrific day. Be it the will of the Lord, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning, Barbados.